Hey, what's up, friends and fans? Jeremy here again for Flory's Music. We have another Crate amplifier fresh back from Kevin at the repair and mod shop. And this one is interesting. This one is the Crate Stealth 50, the GT50C. Now, if you don't know much about this one was designed by Lee Jackson. Lee Jackson's the guy that's the mastermind behind the Metaltronics series of amps. And so that company. So he partnered with Crate and Ampeg, I believe in the early 90s, late 80s. This is a 1992. This is number 16 off the line in 1992. This is an all-tube amp with 4 6V6 power tubes. And so this was kind of, I guess, labeled as the JCM 800 killer. I wouldn't call it an 800 killer. I'd call it, a good competitor. This little guy, 12-inch speaker for a combo, but it is loud. I've not been able to get this over 2, not 2 o'clock, but 2. It is screaming loud. This has a output jack on the back with a 16 ohm or 8 ohm switchable speaker load. So that way you can put it into a 412, 212, whatever. I've got it currently going through this 412 right here. And so when the amp was purchased, it was shipped from Kansas City. And when the owner fired it up, the signal was really weak. It was very anemic. It didn't sound quite right. No matter how loud you turned it up, it wouldn't increase in volume. So off to Flory's, off to Kevin at the mod shop, and he brought this baby back to life. And so this is becoming, from what I'm finding in my research, because it is a Lee Jackson, one of the early things that he did, commercially that is, it's a pretty sought after piece. These combos are on Reverb. They're still pulling $500-600. I saw back in December of 2022 that these were pulling even over $600. So there's definitely a collector's need, I think, for these, and I think they're an underrated amp. They're pretty cool. Effects loop in the back. All the bells and whistles. So let's just go ahead and just give you chords first and then some chugs. So something I failed to mention, this kind of technically is a 3-channel amp. So the preamp setting right here, this would be basically like you're running a straight tube amp. All the EQ presence over here, channel 1, channel 2 volume, but there's a gain 1 and a gain 2. Now, right now, I have the gain 1 and gain 2 completely off. And so with a foot switch, you can activate the gain 2 kind of like you would a solo boost, that kind of thing. But the gain 1 and gain 2, and you have the preamp, well, why would you need that kind of 2 different gains, or a preamp and a gain? Because from what Kevin told me, looking at the schematics and looking at the board, essentially what they did here, what Lee Jackson did, or what Crate Lee Jackson combined did, is they put essentially like a solid state / kind of like a tube screamer concept within the circuit. So you have another entirely separate gain to crank up to get even more distortion and aggression. And so I'll go ahead and we'll turn that up too. Why not? Take that back down to 0. So yeah, so that's that first gain coming right out of the preamp. Let's do a couple of those chugs and hear that. So what that sounds like. We'll just crank it. All right, so back on channel 1 with the extra gain turned all the way off. Something like this. Crank the gain all the way up. Gain 1, channel 1. There you go. Once again, Flory's Repair and Mod Shop. Kevin coming to the rescue, saving this beautiful 1992 Crate Stealth 50, the GT50, Lee Jackson design, resurrecting it and giving it a whole new life. So thank you for watching. Check out Flory's Repair Shop. Kevin's a great guy. Email, call, bring your stuff in. Let's see what Flory's can do for you. So, all right. Thanks again.